Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Habits, and
Jacob the Lord of Malts.
And today we've got a pretty special beer. It is going to be our first beer from the Deschutes Brewery in Bend, Oregon, which is kind of a big, an exclusive beer to start off with as the first from the brewery. But it's the 2010 reserve of The Abyss from Deschutes. This was sent to us in a beer trade with Tantrum 777, aka Jameson. So thanks a lot, Jameson. It was an extra, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Jacob didn't even know about the Deschutes Brewery, but it's cool that this is going to be our first. I knew this, and it's kind of one of these big limited beers. It's released once every year. And it's an Imperial Stout brewed with licorice molasses, and it's 33% of it is aged in oak and oak bourbon barrels. It's on 11%, so it's a huge brew. And the cool thing is that it has best after dates, which is apparently a thing the rare beers from Deschutes have. It says here it's best after the 15th of November 2011, and today is the 21st of November. So it's in its prime right now. So that's awesome. We also got another Deschutes beer in the cellar. We got from Ryan, which is the Deschutes Black Butte 23, and we're thinking about leaving that and aging that a little. We'll see to the best after date on that. But it says here on the back, it's dark, it's deep, it's mysterious. This Imperial Stout has This Imperial Stout has immeasurable depth, inviting you to explore and discover its rich, complex profile. The flavor of this special brew draws you in further and further with each sip. The Abyss beckons. Enjoy the journey. So let's get this brew cracked open and see how it is. So we got it poured here, and what would you call this color?
I would call it pitch black.
It is a pitch black color. No light penetrating through this beer at all. You got a little head, I got a little more. It's a roasted, tan looking head. Looks like a huge Imperial Stout, so let's check out the aroma. I don't smell anything. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, this smells really nice. A lot of the licorice.
Yeah.
I was just kidding, guys.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah. Raisins, figs. The oakiness in there is there, but you can definitely smell it's not all the beer that's been aged. But there is some oaky, bourbony aromas, like that whiskey-soaked raisin, kind of dark chocolate, coffee, molasses. It's got some syrupy kind of aromas to it too.
Yeah, you get a little alcohol sting actually from.
No, I don't really. Maybe I like a tobacco in there too, and a little bit like a coconut, burnt coconut.
Coconut, yeah.
Yeah. And there is some kind of sweet vanilla-y note in there too. It's quite complex smelling.
Yeah, some dark caramel roasted notes.
Yeah, of course, roasted malt.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah, cool.
A little toffee kind of note as well.
But it smells really nice. Should we give it a taste?
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's super smooth. Wow, it's bitter and salty.
Yeah.
Oh, the back end is nice and oaky.
Yeah. It's a kind of spicy kind of.
Yeah, you got stuck in your beard.
It has that in the back end. It has a kind of spice notes, spicy.
Yeah, peppery.
Peppery kind of, yeah.
What do you call the mouthfeel on this?
Full. Without doubt, full.
Nice and creamy mouthfeel. For an 11% beer, I don't taste the alcohol.
Not at all.
That is very well masked. So this, but it's still a sipper because it's big. It's actually not that sweet.
Nope. I think that pepperish kind of notes
is help cutting some of the sweetness. Yeah. But it's really tasty. Yeah, that's almost salty, soy saucy. When you just have the beer in your mouth for a second, you get some of the oak too. A lot of the oak actually, vanilla notes. It's got a lot of roasted malt and a lot of licorice.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a burnt note to it. The molasses. What about you? What do you get?
Though that dark chocolate.
Yeah, rich dark chocolate and a lot of coffee. So guys, we're gonna it's really complex, this beer here, so we're just gonna take a little while and sip on it, and we'll get back to you with our final thoughts. So guys, we're back with the Abyss here. We've been sipping on this for about an hour now, and this is all we have left. It's actually kind of a lot, but we just
sipped on it.
Sipped on it, watched some YouTube videos and all, and
cat videos,
cat videos and YouTube. No, it's a really, really nice, really big Imperial Stout. It's really complex. As Jakob said in the beginning, it's got a lot of peppery spice to it, which is kind of unique.
And I think,
and it's on the more roasted, burnt side and sweetness, and
you don't taste the alcohol. And I think it's partly because of that peppery notes that kind of.
But it's funny when you take the first sip, it feels kind of sweet, but it fades over to the more very bitter roasted side, because it is a very bitter Imperial Stout.
It is very complex as well.
Yeah, a little bit of like a toasted coconut, some the roasted malt, molasses, dark fruits,
a little coffee,
bourbon, coffee, rich dark chocolate, all that stuff we said in the beginning. That's basically it's a really nice big beer, and it's aged really well over a year. I wonder how this is fresh,
or in 5 years.
Yeah. But I guess it's about a year old now, since it's the best after date is probably, it's a 2010 reserve, but the best after date is probably a year after it was brewed. But it's real nice. Rating wise for me, it's not the best Imperial Stout I've had. I think you can get better. And I think also it's a little, it's because I prefer a little sweeter Imperial Stout. But rating wise for me, it's a 93. It's a really tasty Imperial Stout.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think I'm letting a 95, and I think as well is because we might favor the sweet stouts,
sweeter stouts,
sweeter stouts. But actually, I get some raisins.
Yeah, dark fruits,
raisins. Yeah.
Or the
drinkable, complex, and I like that peppery kind of notes.
So yeah, guys, a 93 and a 95. 93 for me, 95 for Jakob for the Deschutes. 2010 The Abyss, definitely a fantastic brew, world-class beer, definitely worth trading for and all. But I actually would like to try it fresh too.
Yeah, to compare.
Compare how it is when it's just released. Maybe that's sweeter, who knows. So, yeah guys, that does it for this beer review. Remember, let us know what you think about The Abyss if you've had it. A lot of you guys have, I'm sure. Remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and all that stuff, and we're going to say cheers. Oh, and thanks to Jameson for the beer.
And thank you a bunch. Thanks a bunch.
And then we're going to see you guys in another beer review.